Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to go over an awesome topic, land, and how land has performed over the past 3 months or so, ever since the land sale. So I know many of you are wondering this, and I even put forward the call on Twitter to get some ideas for new content ideas, right? And Adrian actually put this one forward, charting out how land has performed in the bear market, breaking down each tier. And the answers will actually really surprise you. So if you want more of this content, leave a comment down below. If there's anything you want me to go into more detail on, also leave a comment down below. I really appreciate it. This is not financial advice. This is going to be a really good one. It's going to be really short, quick, but it's going to have some really awesome insights. So definitely stay tuned. So let's jump straight into it. I've charted out the land. Now I went in a Mutascan, grabbed all the transactions, and then plopped it into Google Sheets, spent several hours configuring it and putting it all into one group. And then I got these results. And I'm going to go over each region as well. But first, I want to go over each land tier. Now, I don't want this one to go for too long. I want it to just be snappy, quick, useful. And that's what we're going to talk about. So the first thing we need to look about is the ETH price over time. So as you can see in the 4 tiers, the Ethereum price started off with massive volume. You can see so many dots there because there's a lot of volume there. Started off with crazy volume, and the volume actually maintained really, really well on the tier 1 plots, decently on tier 2. On tier 3 and tier 4, it really fell off in the last month or so. So you're talking August, maybe back half of July, it started to really fall off. So yeah, around mid-July, it started to really fall off in all of the above. So I think Ethereum did crash at that point. So that's definitely worth noting. But the one thing you will notice is there was a lot of volume on that first day, and the prices really varied. And what we're seeing here, and I know you guys can see this, is that the levels have actually stabilized quite nicely in this past month, but they are coincidentally at that same point of the lowball sells right on day one. I've got this starting from June the 5th, I believe. I think the land sale ended June 4th. I am missing some transactions, but you guys get the point. So you're seeing that they've all stabilized and all the charts look the same. I've split them up by tier, but they all look really similar. So you're seeing that they're stabilizing at about that zone, and it doesn't look like that they want to go any lower. However, we need to quickly look at these USD charts because it tells a slightly different story. The USD charts have far less of a curve to them, and they're a lot more flat. So you're seeing that people are valuing these lands far more in USD than they are in Ethereum. And that is why the Ethereum charts varied so much. So as the Ethereum chart went up, we can assume that the Ethereum price itself went down because the USD chart is quite stable. So the entire time, these past 3 months, despite many other NFT collections suffering seriously in this entire bear market and all the rest of it, Ethereum land has held up really well. In particular, T1 land plots. T3 has held up decently, but not too great. And tier 2 has been a little bit all over the place. You can see a couple of low balls here. Some of my data isn't perfect, so take it with it's useful for this context, but it's not perfectly accurate. So just for full transparency there. But you can see that even the tier 2 was relatively stable, even though it had a lot of highball offers right at the start. So you're seeing a lot of stability in USD. Now, let's quickly take a look at the regions and then we'll wrap this up, okay? So you guys can see all the regions here. You've got Crystal Shores, Crimson Waste, Tiger Boreal, Abyssal Basin, Halcyon Sea, Sharbluff Labyrinth, and Brightland Steppes. And I've color-coded them to make your lives just a little bit easier. Okay. So what are we looking at here? Now, first thing we notice is all the charts look really, really similar. So the big thing we want to actually look at is volume. So liquidity is really important here. You want to know what you're able to sell. If you're in the game for flipping, right, you want to know what you're able to sell to capture liquidity. And what's important is that there are buyers on the other end. And by the looks of things, for things like the Halcyon Sea, there's not a lot of buys, but that might just mean not many people are listing those lands as well. There aren't a lot of buyers. Crimson Waste doesn't have a lot of volume either. And Tiger Boreal's a bit all over the place, but as of late, it's got pretty much nothing. However, the two that we really tend to notice here, and again, the prices are really similar in comparison to the ETH prices and things like that. This is marked at ETH as well, but you can see that it follows pretty much the same pattern. So all the lands are kind of priced in the same area, which I didn't expect. I expected some to be more valuable than others, just based on popularity and things like that. but it seems like the majority of people don't really care. And I will continue to track this into the future because I do think that this can genuinely change. I think we go into the future, and at some point, when blueprints and things start coming out, people do designate one more than the other, and I will look at that. So please like this video if you want more people to see that, you want more people to understand this sort of stuff in the future, and you want more videos around this content. If I get to 100 likes, I'll definitely do an updated video, so please keep that in mind. The other things we need to notice is Abyssal Basin had really strong volume at the start. It has since dropped off a bit, but Brightland Steps is taking it home here with the most volume. I didn't expect that, but after all the recent leaks we've seen of the Brightland Steps area, it's not a huge shock. It's a pretty amazing, it's amazingly designed and everything in the overworld. I'm very excited to play it. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. It was a really fun video to make, even though it took me a very long time. Please go check out my other content. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below if you found this helpful. And don't forget to leave a comment on your favorite region, which one you're most excited for. If you're going to play Illuvium Zero, how many plots you own, tell me all about yourself. I want to learn everything about my community. Have a good day, guys.